Alright, what's going on people? Ring Roadmap here, and we're just gonna talk today about Vicelles versus Mori, the sparring in Japan, in Ohashi Gym. The reason why I want to talk about this is because actually I already watched this sparring once, okay, and I think it's a very technical session. However, I'm gonna do it again today, and the great thing about watching a fight or a sparring session twice is that you get to notice details that you might have not seen the first time you watch it. So I'm going to watch it today, and I'm going to share this whole time with you as we watch the uncut sparring session together. So here's round one of the sparring. So let's check it out. Touch your gloves, and let's get into it. Alright, so as you can see here, Mori is definitely the more active feinter, while Vicelles is just standing with his high guard right here. You know, Mori is doing a lot of things with his hands. He's touching him with some jabs, touching him with the right hand, measuring the distance. Obviously, this is the shorter man. I'm not really sure who's the longer fighter here, but it looks like it's Vicelles. There, try to land a right hand. Okay, so as you can see, great counter punching by Vicelles here. As his opponent tried to land a right hit straight to the body, he immediately threw a left hand back. And again, Mori here is trying to land that right straight, that lead right hand, because obviously he cannot out-jab the longer fighter in Vicelles. So he's just moving his head here. He's kind of using this left hand as a setup tool, but it's not really looking for the jab because obviously Vicelles will just counter him over the top of it. Now he's starting to press here, pressing forward, right? Stretching his arms out. Vicelles comes back with a shot, pushes the smaller man back. And then here, Vicelles tries to throw a right hook, and Mori will try to land a left hook of his own. Okay, now Vicelles is the one moving forward. And the great thing about Mori here is that he's active, alright? His hands are always moving, always changing his, or always keeping his guard active, instead of just standing up right there with the high guard, which is obviously not a great thing if you're fighting a guy like Vicelles, because Vicelles has some great combinations as well, although he's more of a counter puncher. There again, he throws that left hand counter, which is giving Mori some troubles at the moment. Right hook, left straight, great combo right there. And then there he gets countered once again with the left uppercut by Vicelles. Alright, now he's going with some body shots. As you can see, Vicelles is just waiting to block one of his shots, and then he counters right away with a catch and shoot. Now right hook, left hand, right hook. And now Mori's picking up the volume. Although he's not really throwing hard shots here, mostly tap-in shots, he is kind of mixing up some power shots as well. And you can see it, even without sounds, you can kind of see, if you have a trained eye, you can kind of see if their shots are strong or not. And for the most part here, their shots are mostly just tapping ones. And then there again, very good job here by Vicelles not allowing Mori to smother him so far. So before Mori can even smother him, he throws a short left hand to disrupt the forward momentum. As you can see here, he's on a shoulder roll. And what does that imply? That implies that he's looking for that counter left hand, in my opinion. So let's see if he throws that here. He's baiting Mori to come in so he can counter with that left hand while he's on that shoulder roll. Okay, right hook. Again, he's on the Philly shell at the moment. Bam, end of the round. Let's see if this includes the rest time. Yes, it does. So we're going to skip over that. And we'll now move to round two. Here we go. So Mori's picking up the activity now. Probing. Okay, he's probing. Now they're playing the probing game. Obviously, I think Vicelles is going to win this if this keeps up. But I think Mori is going to come in on the inside soon, because he cannot win this kind of fight. Right here, they're just probing. He's not going to be able to win this. He has to come in soon. He has to square up and then get on the inside. Great defense here by Mori, okay? Keeping his guard up and keeping his footwork minimal. Not doing a lot of fancy head movement. Just some tiny slips. And then there again, as you can see, I think Vicelles baited him with a Philly shell. So let's see. Or he's on a high guard. Let's see where he counters from. Right there, he counters again with a counter bolo shot. Bolo left hand. Now, there's a great thing that Mori's doing. He's moving in circles. He's not coming straight in, because when he comes straight in, he keeps on getting tagged with that counter left hand of Vicelles. So he's circling to the left now as he's throwing his combinations. As you can see there, he throws that 1-2. He steps over outside of the lead foot of Vicelles instead of coming straight in, which is what he was doing a while ago. Now, he's circling, he's moving in circles, and you can kind of see that Vicelles is starting to have some troubles catching him with those counter shots. And now he's getting on the inside. Alright, circling once again, as you can see, very good tactic here, very good adjustment, because you cannot go straight in against a great counter puncher like Vicelles. As you can see, Vicelles is just waiting here with his high guard, and he's waiting to land that counter left hand, but he cannot do that now. Why? Because Mori is moving in circles. Okay, so now they're back into the probing game, but as you can see, that circling is kind of giving Vicelles some troubles here, okay, but then he catches him. This is a great thing to do. If your opponent's circling left, as you can see, Vicelles there, what he does is he throws the right hook to stop him in his tracks. So he's circling here, he throws that right hook to the body to stop him, right? And then he gets him on the ropes, but Mori's a really tough cookie, man. He pushes Vicelles back, and now here we go, they're picking up the pace. But some of these are still tapping shots, so you gotta give it to them. They know how to control themselves. Uppercut, right hand, left uppercut. And Vicelles here is waiting to counter. I can see that, all right? He's sitting down right here, kind of squatting down, and then he's waiting for that one heavy counter shot. But Mori's doing a great job here of smothering him, not giving him any space, not giving him any breathing room. Now Vicelles is forced to go into a shoulder roll, where obviously, when you're in a shoulder roll on the inside, all you can use is the rear hand. And so this is one thing that I don't like to do, or I don't like a lot of boxers to do. I don't recommend this. I don't recommend you to use the shoulder roll in the pocket, okay? Because you're only going to be limited to throwing that rear hand. Now, if you have a solid rear hand, and if you trust your rear hand, as you can see here, right? That just proves my point, okay? Vicelles here has the shoulder roll, and as you can see, he doesn't really counter with his right hand. He's only countering with his rear hand. And so that's one of the disadvantages of being in a shoulder roll on the pocket. You cannot counter as effectively with that lead hand. And so Vicelles here is kind of limited in throwing that left hand. So great strategy here by Mori. Not only does he smother, but he keeps that right hand down there. He keeps the right hand of Vicelles down there. And now he's squaring up, cutting him off. So now Vicelles is back in the high guard. He's back in the shoulder roll again, throwing that left hand. And then when he decided to throw a right hand, he decided to go back to the high guard. Now he's back into the high guard. This is a better position in my opinion. Okay, if you're fighting in a pocket against a shorter guy, don't do the shoulder roll. But again, this is Vicelles. He's made it work for him, and I can't knock on it. Okay, let's look at the next round. I don't know how many rounds we got left, but this looks like it's about to end. We're halfway. Yeah, we're halfway. So now they're back in the probing game, okay? And Mori is moving his head. So a while ago, he was coming in and out. Second round, he was circling. And now, not only is he circling, he's already moving his head. So he's adding some new layers into his strategy as the rounds go on, okay? A while ago, he was just coming in and out, so he was getting countered by Vicelles. Second round, he was circling, and then now he's adding some head movement, together with his probes and together with his in and out. So in and out, circle, okay? Great shot right there. He steps in outside of the lead foot. He doesn't go straight in. Because if he goes straight in, all right, if he goes straight in, he's gonna get caught with his left hand. So what does he do? He stays outside of that right shoulder of Vicelles, and Vicelles is not able to land his counter left hand, his short left hand counter. So now, boom, right hook, right hand. He's overwhelming him with volume, okay? Vicelles is trying to land that short left hand. He's still trying to go with that, okay? When he has his Philly shell stance, for all of the future opponents of Vicelles, when Vicelles is in this shoulder roll stance, you already know he's gonna throw the short left hand, right? He's already trying to set up that shot. So he's in the Philly shell, bam. You know he's gonna throw the short left hand, bam. Another short left. So Morris already have this figured out, so what does he do? He just keeps on coming at him, because he only throws that short left hand. All right, he's back in the shoulder roll, and I think Katsuki here prefers Vicelles to be on the shoulder roll, because he gets to pin this right arm, And he also gets to come over the top with a left hook, as you can see there. That's more for an uppercut than a left hook. But he gets to take advantage of that dropping, or take advantage of that low right hand. And then he comes over the top with that shoulder by throwing some jabs and throwing some uppercuts and some lead hooks, some left hooks. So again there, right? Smothering him. And then he's taking advantage of that drop to lead hand. He's throwing a jab on top of the shoulder of Vicelles. And so this is why it's really dangerous to use the shoulder roll on the inside. Although, I would say that if you're in an extremely close position, like smothering position, it can be safe. But for this one, they're not really in a shoulder-to-shoulder position. They're more in a head-to-head position here, right? Head-to-head. And so there's space to operate in. Now, if you're shoulder to shoulder, if your chin is on the shoulder of your opponent and vice versa, you can kind of get away with this. We see it a lot in Tony and Mayweather, but if you're head to head, it's better to keep the high guard. As you can see with Mayweather also, that's what he does. He uses the high guard when he's head to head. But when you're shoulder to shoulder like he did there, you can get away with using the shoulder roll, no problem. So again, taking advantage of this shoulder roll right here, he's coming over the top with the left hook. He's throwing those high left hooks over the shoulder roll of Vicelles, and there again, Vicelles is slowly realizing it. I can see, Vicelles is slowly realizing it, so what does he do? He gets back into his high guard, bam. He's on the high guard now. Let's see if he uses the shoulder roll, because it's clearly not working, alright? Let's see if he goes back into the shoulder roll. Oh, he's coming back to it again. He's trying to land the short left hand and the counter left uppercut. But he's getting tagged in the process here, right? Boom. If you're gonna have the shoulder roll, or if you're gonna use the Philly shell, at least have a shoulder roll, right? But here he's just allowing himself to get caught with the left hook. Boom, over the top, right there. Again, boom, uppercut, uppercut. I don't know if he's just allowing himself to get hit on purpose, or if Mori is really catching him. So here, bam, again, left uppercut, left bolo punch. And now he's circling, bam, another round. Let's see, is there another round here? Is this 4 rounds? Yeah, this is the last round here. We're gonna do some more commentating. Okay, so now, let's see what they're doing here. Vicelles is finally maintaining the range. He's staying in long range now. Let's see if he keeps this up. I don't think he should stay on the inside against Mori on the ropes. He should keep the same distance right here. Uh-oh, there, he's back there, he's back there. Let's see what happens. Nice, straight left, straight left. He's luring him in. That's the problem a while ago. He's trying to lure him in so that he can throw a short left hand. But he kind of abandoned his straight left hand, the long left hand. Oh, back in the shoulder roll, he's baiting him again. He's gonna throw that short left hand again. Boom, I told you. All right, right hook right there. He's gonna throw that short left hand. I told you, motherfuckers. Here it is, moving left. He's gonna throw that short left hand again. Boom, right hook. Great right hook right there. I don't know why he hasn't used that in a long time. Well, I know why, because he uses the shoulder roll. And he throws the right hook better when his right hand is up. Boom. He doesn't really throw the right hook a lot when he's in a shoulder roll. Now he's on a high guard. Uh-oh, Mori's angry. Let's go. Now Mori's moving forward, pressing forward. Here we go again on the ropes. Vicelles is gonna come back to that shoulder roll, I think. Hopefully not. Finally. Get some combinations in. He throws his combinations better with high guard, but he counters better with the Philly shell. And so that's the kind of contradicting thing that he always fights against. Boom, left uppercut. He counters better with the Philly shell. That's why he keeps on transitioning to it. But honestly, his offense is better when he's either in the long guard, as you can see here, or in the high guard. So now he's back in the shoulder roll. He's gonna throw that short left hand again. Come on, see this. Oh, he's back in the high guard. All right, shoulder roll again. Low lead hand. Boom. Right hook. He's gonna throw that short left hand again. You bet, motherfucker. Wait for it. Ah, right hook. Finally, he changed it up. All right, finally he threw a right hook into a pivot. Here we go. There we go. That's what I want to see. Straight left hand into a right hook. He keeps on throwing those short left hands. It became predictable after a while. Alright, here it is. Let's see a left straight. Let's see another left straight. Let's go. Straight into a right hook. Oh, really shot again. He's gonna throw a left uppercut here. Oh, okay. He went back. Here we go. Measuring again. Right hook, finally. Let's see more right hooks, man.